Progress advance, which takes time. Progress advance, which takes time. See, I don't care anything you try to do in life, any goal you have, anything you want to become, anything you're surrounded with or trying to do, takes up as a process.
Yes.
It's not going to happen overnight. That's why you have to have patience and wait. That's why a lot of people are in the situations that they're in now, because they don't have any patience. They don't realize that everything that you're trying to achieve in life takes a process.
Mm-hmm.
Say, for instance, I'm just using this as an example. You want to become a lawyer. You don't wake up one night and say, tomorrow I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to go be a lawyer. No. It steps to that. Being a lawyer takes a process. First, you got to go to school. You can't cut class and all that. Criminal lawyer. Then you got to finish high school. You got to go to college. I know a lot of kids that after graduation they walk across the stage, get their diploma. One young man walked across the stage like this. Johnny Gibbons. He walked across the stage, instead of being happy, he walked across the stage like this. What's wrong with Johnny? I got to go to school 4 more years. He was upset because he had to go to school 4 more years. But it's a process.
Amen.
It's a process. Then after you go to college, graduate college, then you got to go to, after you go to college for 4 years, you have to finish, okay, you have to finish high school, go to college, then you got to go to law school. You got to get accepted. Thank you, Sister Demetrius. You got to get accepted into law school. Then, after you finish law school, you got to fill out your resume. First, you got to find a job, fill out your resume, and then give it a law firm that'll take you in. So you see all of those steps you got to take. It's a process. But don't get in your mind, don't accept the process of elimination. A lot of us eliminate ourselves from achieving goals that God has for us.
Amen.
My goal, but I'm glad I bounced back. My life became a survival. Y'all know what I really wanted to be in life. I really wanted to be a RN nurse. Because I seen what my dad went through, Ella Alvarado, Washington Senior. I seen what he went through on the hospital table. And as a little boy, I said, I want to be a nurse so I can help people live.
Wow.
Never is too never. Say this with me. If I believe it, I can achieve it. Say it again. If I believe it, I can achieve it. If you got some goals still in life, let me see your hand. If you got some goals you still want to achieve. Now, Pastor Washington and I has a goal. Achieve your goal. Ain't nobody stopping you from it but you. Go ahead and do it now, because before you look up, you're going to be 60 years old and still haven't completed your goal.
Yeah.
When Moses took the people of Israel into the wilderness, they went out there. But it was a process of doing what they had to do. The process was they had to go without food They stayed out there for 40 days and 40 nights. See, that's a process. Well, I stopped here to tell you this morning. I'm keeping it real.
40 years.
Huh?
40 years.
40 years. 40 years.
In the wilderness.
In the wilderness. And see, watch this. I don't think there's one process that they would have been one shout. Moses would have been looking for me, huh? I'd have been somewhere up under the tent drinking tea, eating corn. Bill done kept the hog eating steaks and everything. Watch this right here. The process. Whenever you're going through a process, you can't just say it. You have to believe in your mind. You have to believe in your mind. Don't give up on the process. Trust in the process that God has given you, and you'll make it through it. And going through a process, you have 4 key instructions. You have 4 things. It's 4 things you need in going through a process. 4 things in going through a process. The first thing is you have to have a motive. What's your motive? Whenever you're going to achieve something, and we know when you have to achieve something, when you want to achieve something, you have to go through a process. Well, I just told you, everything takes a process. The first thing you need is a motive. What's your motive? The number 1 motive is, I don't care what nobody say. When we go on a job, we want to do what we want to make some what?
Money.
Isn't that a motive? Make some money is a very strong motive. You want to take care of your family. You want to be a better person in life. You want to be a better person in life. You want a new car. That's a motive. You want a new car. You want a new house. That's a motive. That is a motive. I just want somebody from the top of your head to give me a motive of something you're trying to achieve in life. Give me a motive. Pastor Watson, give me a motive.
Like you said, it was money and then growth.
Growth. Oh my God. Sister Tamika, give me a motive.
Not only growth, you want to be like established. I don't want to be searching.
Oh Lord, okay.
At my age, still searching,
Okay.
trying to make ends meet, trying to get it together. I want to be stable, stability.
Now that's a motive. I don't care what you do in life, whether it's good or bad, everything that you do has a motive. Burglars has a motive.
Right.
Robbers has a motive. We look at this show on TV and they call It Takes a Killer. Everybody that does something, the situation had a motive. And y'all know what the number 1 motive is. These white couples be married. They marry them with the intention of not loving them. They don't even love them. But they marry them, kill them, so they can collect the insurance policy. And I haven't seen one on TV yet that's no less than $200,000. These folks will marry you. First they don't love you. But if you're a wealthy businessman, power player, or just got it going on, they'll marry you. When a Negro meets you, Sister Demetrius, trust me, he has a motive. A guy can look at you the first 5 minutes and tell how far he want to go with you. Either you're going to be a boom, bam, thank you, ma'am, or either you're going to be somebody who you want to spend the rest of his days with. They know. They know. They know. That's why I can't stand to hear people say, be patient with me. God ain't through with me yet. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. Okay. Does God have a motive? Wow. Does God have a motive? Guess what? Yes, he has a motive, but he don't need no motive. Because God is God. He can do what he do, when he want to do it. He don't need no reason why. He can do where, when, or whatever he want to do. But because of his grace and mercy, God gives himself a motive. He gives himself a motive, and his number one motive is giving you another chance. Okay, I ain't gonna kill her off this week. I'm gonna give her another chance. His motive was to give us another chance. That's why he didn't let us die. That's a motive. His reason was to let you live. He didn't let you die because he chose to let you live. He sacrificed your life. Who was that in the Bible? Okay, let's talk about Samson and Delilah. Samson and Delilah. She seen this tall statue of man with all that long hair. See, Samson's glory was in his hair. His glory was in his hair. But when Delilah later looked on that man, she said, woo! Right there when she said, woo, she had every motive in the world. And her motive was to get with him. When I seen Pastor Washington in this restaurant at 1 o'clock in the morning, I seen her and my eyes like went back in my head. I had a motive. I could tell she was a church going lady. I looked at her and could tell. And when I said to myself, God be my church, when I first met her, I said, that's the kind of woman I want to spend the rest of my days with. See, anything, what I'm saying is, this is not a house shooting message this morning. I'm going to just talk to you this morning. Anything, let it be on your list. Anything that you want to do in life, have a motive. Let it be a good, strong motive. What you mean, Apostle? I mean, have a reason why you want to do it. Set your goal and then have a motive. We all have motives. Number 2, the first one is you got to have a motive. The second thing you must need say you're lying. You're lying one lie. You're lying one. Okay, thank you, Holy Ghost. Number 2, after you make that motive, number 2, you got to have a game plan. You can't just walk into a motive without a game plan. See, when when we get in that church over there, it takes steps of a process to do. Okay, we got our mode we want to be and we know what we want to do. But now that we got to, we are walking into our motive right now. But now we got to have a game plan. We just can't walk in and just look and just start doing stuff, because then we'll be some lost sheep. You got to have a game plan. Now, first, I had it backwards, being an apostle. I can't meet as an apostle, I can't think of everything. I had it back, I wanted to beautify the church, pay $1,000, beautify, blah, blah, blah. And then look at the back. But Pastor, I thank God for Pastor Demetrius A. Washington from Memphis, Tennessee. My wife. She said, Apostle, let's back first. Let's make it ours first. And then beautify the meek. See, that's a game plan. Now, let me ask you another question. Do we have game plans? Everybody got a game plan? Once you achieve your motive, your game plan. Now, let me ask you this. Is your game plan where it's sufficient? Is it going to work for you? Don't make no game plan centered around no one else. Is your game plan going to work for you? Get your game plan that's going to work for you. Because a game plan is nothing but concrete evidence. And what I mean by concrete evidence, you got to set in your mind what you're going to do. Because you know what's going to work for you. And the concrete part come in there is solid. That means can't nobody change your mind but you. But you ain't God. See, a lot of people have game plan, but they so easily influenced. A lot of times you can be influenced by the wrong person. All it takes for the wrong person to get in your ear and start whispering stuff. Now here you done got thrown off your game plan. The Spirit just gave me, some of us got game plans, got motives, got process that we didn't complete. And guess what? If you're not satisfied, if you didn't go back and do that what you want to do, if you're through with it, be through with it. But if you're not through with it, that's going to be in the back of your mind for the rest of your life. Something that you didn't achieve. If you're going to be through with it, be through with it. Live a little, to get no thing with y'all behind me, and leave it alone, go on. Ain't no sense of holding on to it. What you holding on to it for? That's the process. It's a process. Number 3. Here's one that's going to keep people from really getting what they want to get, from really achieving what they want to achieve, because they don't have, number 3, patience. Process is nothing but patience. In other words, giving things time to fall in line, giving things time to work. You can't deplete no gold in a week with your impatient self. Generate. And then when you're impatient and generate, your nerve, man, can't nobody tell you, because you so easily distraught. You always jumping out the gun too easy. Your nerve, man. You set yourself up to become schizophrenic. Whenever you're really impatient, that's nothing but a form of schizophrenic. You're nerved up. You so nervous now you jump. You think everybody looking at you. You go somewhere. I can't see with my back to nobody. You weird. You sitting at a dinner table, sitting right here looking at the next people table because you don't like your back turned up. Well, go home and eat that. Schizophrenic. You got to have patience. Patience is a virtue. That's one of the 10. Love, patience, and kindness, meekness.
Temperance, long suffering,
Yeah,
gentleness.
You got to, and having patience, thank you, Pastor Marshall. And having patience, you're going to go through some long suffering. That's why it's important for us to have a good inner circle. It's that you got to surround your people. Surround your people by people that want to go to school or want a better job or want something out of life, want to do something out of life. You don't want to hang around about every time you tell them they want to go out. They want to go do this. They want to go. In other words, they want to have fun, but they don't want to work. Or, you got some people that do it backwards. Some people work to have fun. They work to go out. No, you work to achieve, to accelerate, to go up, to better yourself, to save your money so you can go to law school, so you can go to nursing school, so you can go to sociology school, so you can do something, so you can better yourself. You don't work to save enough money to go party, really? Patience. Now, this is a question I pose to you. You ain't got to answer out loud. Ask yourself this question and ask yourself the question. Say, self, do I really, really have? Do I really have patience? Now answer yourself.
No, I don't.
Now, were your answers suitable for you? I want you to answer this out loud. Were your answers you just gave yourself suitable for you?
Yes.
You shook your head mighty slow. See, if you don't have any patience, there's no way this gonna work. If you don't have any patience, you got to have patience. Okay, so now let's do a rip trap real quick. Number one, in order to go through the process, number one is what?
Motivate.
You got to have a motive.
Number
2, you got to
game plan.
You got to have a game plan. Number 3, you got to
have patience.
You got to have patience. Because if you don't have patience, and I'm gonna tell y'all where I have the least patience at, and I'm working on it, but I don't think it'll ever get better. I do not have any patience when it comes to going to my heart doctor. When they come to the doctor, going to the doctor, period. You have to sit out there too long. They call you back out to sit in this room alone. And then when you go in the room, you got to sit and wait on him. I videotaped myself when I was waiting on my doctor to come in the little room. I ate a Subway sandwich, some chips and a drink in the room waiting on him. And that video, look at my chip. And when I finished all that burping and everything, he still hadn't came. But you got to have patience. Why you have to have patience? Because the person that has patience, that's the person with a game plan. So you can't get no good game. How can you get number 2 without number 3? They're both tied together. If you don't have number 3, you're not gonna have a decent number 2. Listen to what I said. If you don't have number 3, which is patience, you're not gonna have a good firm number 2. That means you throwing stuff. If you don't have a good solid game plan, that means you throwing stuff together then. And people that throw stuff together, Those are the ones usually get tired and quit. Number 4. You can't have none of these without prayer. Why? Prayer changes things. Prayer opens the doors for you. Prayer house the windows up for you. Prayer gives you favoritism. When that interviewer said no, God said yes. You make it home to that same person that told you no, or they'll call you ring. We made a mistake. Come on back there and talk to me. A lot of times things are not meant for you. A lot of times it's not for you. Anything that you do takes a process. And what did I tell you a process was? A process is nothing but progress, advancement, which takes time. Listen now, listen to that first word, progress. See, you don't want already progress. A progress advancement, you don't want to get because you're advancing. I like the first 2 words of those, progress advancement. Those ones right there. A process is progress advancement, which takes time. Which takes time. Which takes time. Anything that you do in life is a process that you have to go through. As I come to a close, anything that you do in life has a process. We're taking this move to South Memphis. It's a process. I'm going through this getting a kidney. It's a process. We're in stage 2. It's a process. But without prayer, you have nothing. First, you got to have a motive. The motive is I want another kidney, whatever your situation might be. Number 2 is what?
Game plan.
Number 2 is the game plan. When I get my kidney, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I might well do this.
Yeah.
Number 3 is patience. I'm going to be patient with my body that I'm not going to overexert myself, and I'm going to have patience to do the right thing, take my medication so I can live longer.
Amen.
And number 4,
Prayer.
Prayer changes things. Y'all pray for me. I turn you over to prayer back over to Pastor Washington. Amen.
Amen.
Trusting the process. Praise God.
Trust in the process.
Yes.